Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today, as part of the Standard Decks for Beginners series, I just wanted to go over rotation, which is something that you may have not experienced if you're a new player in Pokemon. So we're going to head to new... Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Never mind, hold on. Is it in here? Here we go. Okay. So standard rotation for 2024. So as of 3/21, they're going to be rotating the format. Basically, in Pokemon cards, what they do is every 6, 8, 12 months or so, they do what's called a rotation. Basically, they take a bunch of older sets out of standard rotation and they put a bunch of new sets in standard rotation. In the past, this was really difficult to do. You had to know what all the different symbols in the bottom corner of cards meant. But now they've made it a lot easier with what they call regulation marks. So as you can see on this Mew VMAX card, there is an E in an octagon here. That is its regulation mark. So as of 3/21, any card that has an E on it isn't legal in standard format anymore. Any card that has F, G, H, and then any future ones are now in standard format. This keeps the game fresh, and it also is the Pokemon Company's way of making you buy more cards. In other card games like Yu-Gi-Oh! Or Magic the Gathering, they don't do rotations. Every card is legal, but because of that, they have to continuously push the boundaries of the cards with a power creep, making cards more and more and more powerful so that newer cards are worth getting compared to the old cards. Because Pokemon does a rotation, that means they can kind of maintain a similar level of balance throughout the different versions of rotation. So cards haven't gotten ridiculously overpowered. They are just strong in their current standard rotation. So let's just go back over to our decks right now. We can take a look at that. So in your Pokemon Live, all your decks are going to show up, and you might have noticed that some of the decks that you have this red mark on them now. That means they are no longer valid in the new standard rotation. And let's find out why. So let's click on my Oinkologne deck here. And you'll see that some cards have been marked as no longer being standard. If you take a look at those cards, you'll see in the bottom corner down here that they have the E. That card's no longer allowed in standard format. Now that doesn't mean you can't use these cards, you can just use them in what's called expanded. So if you come back over to Pokemon Card Live, you can come over and go to casual, and if you click on the blue part behind the red part, you can play what's called expanded, which is basically you can play with any of the cards. They're no longer limited by what set they're in, and every deck is legal and expanded. So you could just play it here. It's not standard. You can't use it on the ranked ladder anymore. If you were going to go to a tournament, you couldn't use that card, but that's what it is. So that's just my quick explanation of what rotation means. This is the first rotation in a while. And this also means that there's only one more rotation until all the Sword and Shield cards are out. Currently, just the F cards are allowed that are still from the Sword and Shield era. So soon those cards will be midnighted, and it'll only be the Scarlet and Violet era in Pokemon cards. Thanks for watching. I hope this video was informative, and we'll see you again soon.